All right, so on the back of your notes, there's a section on simplifying expressions. And so if you remember from class, if we looked at this as 4x, that means we have 4 of these little rectangle guys. Sorry for my rectangles. And then I would need 8 more. And I can see that those are all like terms. So I can just count how many there are. So 4x's plus 8x's are going to give me 12x's. On the next one, it's just a different variable, but it's the same exact rules that we're going to follow. And so I have 3y's, and I want to take away 5y's. Well, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 2y when I combine these right here. And then I'm adding an 8. So my expression ends up being negative 2y plus 8. That's what I can combine that down to. The next thing I have there, I have some x's that are the same. I have some xy's. And then I have this 4y all by itself down here. So I'm going to combine these xy's, and I have negative 2 and I have positive 8. So that gives me a positive 6y. My x's then, I have 1 and then I added 3 more and it's a positive 3 there, so plus 4x. And then plus 4y. So 6xy plus 4x plus 4y. Our next problem, we have 2. All right, so we have 2 there. And we have a negative 12. And these are both constants. And then we have a positive 9c and a negative 5c. Now remember, I can also line these up like so to help if I need to. So I get 4c. And then I've got 2 and a negative 12, so that gives me negative 10. So I get 4c minus 10. Next one I have there, I've got 15m's. And then I've got a negative m, so 15m minus m is going to give me 14m. And then I have a positive 2. Positive 3, so 2 plus 3 gives me 5. It's positive 5, so plus 5. This next one I have q plus q plus q. Well, all of those added up, I have 3 of them, so I have 3 q's. And then all I have left is this 5p. P is in the alphabet before q. So my answer is 5p plus 3q because we want to go in alphabetical order. This next one has some decimals, but you're going to be okay, I promise. So I've got 2.7 or 2 and 7/10 x's and 1 and 9/10 negative x's there. So 2.7 minus 1.9, remember we line those up. We're going to need to borrow. So I have 0.8x. And then my y's, I have a positive 2.3 and a negative 1.8. Line up those decimals. Borrow. And I'm going to get a positive 5/10, otherwise known as 1/2 y. Next one you see there, I've got fractions, but look, they have the same denominator and the same variable, so we're good to go there. So I have 1/5 plus 2/5, which is 3/5 x. And then I've got a 4 minus 5, so 4 minus 5 is negative 1. So I end up with 3/5 x minus 1. Little order of operations review there. I think I wrote some things on the wrong line there, but order of operations review. Got to do what's inside the parentheses first here. So I have 9 minus 2 times 1. And then I'm going to do this. 9 minus 2 is 7. Down here we have some absolute value going on. So I'm going to subtract the absolute value of 3, which is 3. Then I'm going to add a negative 9 and subtract 16. It's all addition and subtraction, so let's go left to right. And I get 8 plus negative 9 minus 16. Negative 1 minus 16, or I can think of that as adding a negative, and so I get negative 17 down there.